Ooh, what's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, I saw G-Man do a video on this a while ago. Still, the Dillian Whyte fall off. He missing right now. Some people speculate, I've had some good sources from Interpol, that Dillian Whyte and John Fury are potentially in the mix together. They missing, essentially. That's what we know for a fact. John Fury missing, for sure. And Dillian Whyte, he missing too. I mean, this guy... There's some rumours he's going to fight in September. Listen, he was cleared allegedly after the August thing against AJ last year. August last year, he was supposed to fight AJ, then he popped, then he didn't pop. Messy people. I told you, man, I ain't interested in poppers no more. Yeah? No diddy. The YB ain't interested in poppers no more. No turkey. Pause. You understand, people? Not interested. It's all a big farce anyway. They pop and then they're back again and then you just carry on. Yeah? Just carry on. Waste people time. Or they pop and then they didn't pop. Like Dillian Whyte versus AJ. We lost a good fight for what? Nothing. No ban. It didn't even do it allegedly. Like, what's the point in that? Fight should be allowed to continue. It's a bit like when you're released on bail. Yeah? You're guilty until proven innocent. But boxing works the other way. You're treated as guilty and then you can prove your innocence and it messes up everyone's career. For no reason. Unless it's clear. Like, for example, there's some occasions, like Jarrell Miller versus AJ in May 2018. When that came out. There's occasions where it's clear this guy is a fiend for the anabolics. He's a fiend for the synthetics. For sure, ban that guy. But other times where it's like a little piece of this and it's a bit whatever, they should be given the benefit of the doubt to prevent situations like this. Now, AJ would have, even that AJ who was fallen off when he was fighting Hellenius and whatever else, he'd have beat Dillian Whyte on points at the least. That said, it's been another year for Dillian. How old is he now? He's 36, he's long in the tooth. He's had his chops clipped already. He fought Christian Hammer. Hammer didn't come to fight, but still Dillian Whyte reminded me of... I'm trying to think. It was like a Devin Haney type of thing. He was slapping away and it wasn't... I guess he didn't have the time, potentially, but... I just don't see... He was in there with Franklin, right? Before the AJ fight was supposed to happen. Dillian Whyte was in there with Franklin. Here it was, 2022 November. And he went life and death in that fight. Look, one judge had it a draw. He went life and death. And that was 2 years ago, damn near. 2 years ago, you went life and death with Franklin. Franklin's a solid dude, but he is Franklin. He's a solid C-level dude. That's Dillian Whyte's level right now. Yeah, he had the charisma in that fight somewhat, but he was 50-50 with that guy. I don't know what Dillian Whyte's plans are, but if I was to, in fact, scrap that. I do know what Dillian Whyte's plans are, is to fight a bum in September, which I can't understand. Yeah, you're 36 years old now. I mean, look at the turkey bag. What Dillian Whyte need to do is suck up to Frank Warren or Eddie Hearns and get on with turkey. Because even that's shown, if you come to fight, Jarrell Miller lost. He's back in a big one with Andy Ruiz. Yeah? Dillian Whyte has had, 40 fights of mainly bums? Like most heavyweights do. Mainly bums, right? Look. Hammer bum. Franklin okay. Fury. But, I mean, to be fair, but come on. This bit here was alright. Again, he's losing the right. Getting knocked out by Fury. Knocked out by Povetkin. Whack. Rivas. Listen, maybe I'm being harsh here. But for the most part, of the 40 fights, of the 30 fights, most are bums. That's a fact. Yeah? We don't need no more bums now. Miss Dillian Whyte. No one wants to see no bums. We don't. The turkey bag's there. All this narrative of, I need to get rounds in. You're 36 years old. You're 36 years old now. How many more bums? Christian Hammer. Okay, you got in there a Hammer. Then you complained, he fell on the floor. He didn't come to fight. That's why you don't fight bums, Dillian. If you want rounds... Stop trying to politic it like, I want rounds, but I don't want a true challenge. I want someone who can be a big old heavy bag for 10 rounds, and I can win every round. For what, though? To stay sharp. There's very little evidence that being the case. The best fighters, yeah. Usyk has a year off all the time. What's his name? Crawford has a year off all the time. Loads of fighters have a year off all the time. At least get back in there at the middle level. Yeah? The Romford Bull. Eddie Hearns is calling out Fabio Wardley or Fraser Clark. It's 50-50 with them two versus Dillian at this point. It really is a life and death fight for either man. So if you want the Romford Bull, if the Romford Bull wants Fraser Clark and Fabio Wardley, why not Dillian? He long in the tooth. Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark, they're fresh. Fraser Clark's old, but he's still fresh in boxing terms. Dillian Whyte, his chops is, people, Povetkin showed his, all due respect, yeah, Povetkin and the Romford Bull might be a similar level. I think the Romford Bull is actually more aggressive. More aggressive against who? The question still remains. Eddie Hearn was the one who said he's ready now. So, Dillian Whyte versus the Romford Bull. Dillian Whyte versus Andy Ruiz, Jarrell Miller loser. Although they're fighting in August, which means that they ain't going to be ready for another until Q1 25. I'm just saying, people, I ain't trying to see this guy fight another Hammer, even another Hellenius, or a Whack. I don't want to see him fight a Whack. I don't want to see him fight a Lucas Brown. That's the bottom line. In terms of actual names, the problem is Turkey, he's doing the most, so there's not many. What about Wilder? Serious. Turkey, man, what about Wilder? For your November show. Dillian Whyte versus Wilder on the Beterbiev versus Bivol card. Bosh. Yeah? If Dillian Whyte wants to run around, he should book an opponent in 4 weeks and get in there. I think Deontay Wilder has enough ego, and them two had a lot of bad blood. Dillian Whyte was saying, I was shagging Wilder's ex-wife now. There's a lot of bad blood. In fact, the most bad blood is between Wilder and Dillian Whyte, I'd say. Yes, Dillian Whyte's fallen off, but so is Wilder. And I think if Turkey puts up... That fight really is worth 5 mil each. I think that's fair. If Turkey puts up 10 mil for that fight, I can't see Wilder turning it down. And that will be the last call. Literally. If Wilder loses Dillian Whyte, he is finished. Because losing to Zhang's one thing. Losing to a new improved Parker who beat Zhang is one thing. Losing to Dillian Whyte is like, oh my god. If you can't hit Dillian Whyte, Dillian Whyte like Povetkin or AJ or Fury did, you ain't hitting nothing. Equally, that fight's entertaining. I want to watch that fight. That's a fight I'll watch. Deontay Wilder ain't doing nothing. He ain't fought since when? June. So he's ready to fight again in November. That's 5 months. If I was Turkey, I'd put it straight on Dillian. I ain't paying you to fight a bum. I'll pay you to fight Wilder. That is finger-licking good TV. And if anything, it will bring up that November card, from what I understand, or it's a bit weak at the moment. There's no real co-main. Turkey's renowned for co-mains. A bit like the British bodybuilder. The belt for a British bodybuilder on August, whenever it is, September 21st. That has no co-main. It's weak. Yeah? Which is unfortunate, because usually Turkey has like 4 co-mains. There's 4 fights that could be the main event, literally. This one is the one you need to add, Turkey. Maybe Wilder will turn it down. I don't believe it. If Dillian Whyte gets on the campaign, yeah, Dillian Whyte, pick the blow up to Eddie Hearn. Tell him you want Wilder. Get on the blow to Turkey. Hey man, I'm desperate for Wilder. Wilder's down bad. He lost. He got nowhere to go. This is his only way back on. Now, if Deontay Wilder sparks Dillian out, he's back in the mix again. And why not? It's a relatively low-risk fight, I believe, for Wilder. And even Dillian Whyte, it makes sense, ultimately. It makes sense. The only fight that makes sense right now that comes to my mind, until we see how other things play out. Joe Joyce versus Chisora, the winner or loser of that, might make sense for Dillian Whyte. But as it stands today, Wilder versus Whyte, that's a fight, yeah, we all have to see before it's over. And you got to be quick here. Turkey has to be quick here with Wilder, because he only fought 6 weeks ago. Around 6 weeks out, that's when you're still half in the mix. If you get a year out, you're like, oh man, you're too in your new routine. So Dillian Whyte needs to get active now. And again, Wilder won't be bothered. Dillian Whyte needs to get out there, making content, doing videos, saying, Wilder, I know you down bad. Yeah. The missus who I had to go on, she left your ass and suing your ass for half you got. And trust me, you get in the ring with me in November and your life can go left, for real. You thought it was bad, the missus that I shagged already. I've had that one. Yeah, you think, Deontay, you think it's bad? The gal I've been passed to you is leaving you and taking half. It's going to be a whole nother ball game when I finish your ass. Because you're going to be washed and the bitch taking half. That's what if I was Dillian, put me on. I'll pass you the bars. There's no man, yeah. There's no man. If Dillian Whyte run his mouth here consistently, there's no way Wilder says no. I just don't believe it. Wilder's got his ego's too big. Dillian Whyte should be out here clowning Wilder, putting it on him, and politicking with Turkey. That's the play right now. Unfortunately, Dillian, he managed by goofballs. He managed by, you have to strike while the iron's hot. And right now it's perfect. But a lot of guys are idealists. They think, well, I want another warm-up fight. Well, in another warm-up fight time, Wilder may be out of the game completely, and you miss it. It's better to fight Wilder now in November than never to get it at all. And you may not get the Wilder fight anyway, even if you do put it on him, but at least try. You ain't got no other options. Your options right now are put it on Wilder, which I think actually has a pretty high success rate. Turkey's going to be interested, or you're going to be fighting bums for a minute. Because Dillian, you're not in the Joe Parker. Don't lie, Joe Parker did call him out. Maybe that's a play. It's not as entertaining though. It's just not. It's alright. But Parker versus Whyte is a fight. I mean, Joe Parker's not doing nothing. Joe Parker need to rematch Zhang though. They've got unfinished business. Wilder's washed and Dillian Whyte washed. They got no unfinished business. So it makes sense. Two people who were washed to Kingdom Come. Yeah, they're washed to Timbuktu. Might as well get in there and let's work out who the battle of the most washed. Yeah? Let's work out who Telly, Wilder's baby father really is. At this point, we don't know. Dillian Whyte says, I'm the baby father. Deontay Wilder says, I'm the baby father. This is the live Jeremy Kyle / Maury Povich. We're going to find out who is the real father in this situation. Anyway, people. Dillian, don't let me see you fight a bum, though. That's what you don't want to do. Dillian, you don't want me to come on here and have to talk about how you fighting another bum. That's what you don't want. Because you had a bum already. It's not his fault he a bum, right? Oh, he didn't turn up to fight. He a bum. Yeah? He's lost bag of fights. That's what he's supposed to know. And I think you fought him on late notice as well, like 4 weeks notice. You fought a bum on late notice, and you wonder why he didn't come to fight. Dillian, you have to fight a man who's coming to fight. And it's never going to be any of these bums. It's not going to be no wax, none of these hammers. They're there. They're like glorified journeyman. They're high-level journeyman. They're people everyone has to go on. They're not serious fights like that. You never know who you're going to get turning up. 99% of the time, they roll over. Because what else? Who wants to get hit in the head? When you're supposed to lose anyway. Anyway. Martin Bakoli. I think Bakoli's fighting someone now, actually. Bakoli's set to fight someone. Bakoli's fighting Jared Anderson, I believe. So, yeah, fair play. I mean, everyone's getting at it. People. Dillian, this isn't 2 years ago. Yeah? Where Eddie Hearn or Ben Shalom will put you on for 5 fights and 4 of them are bums and there's one good one. This is his Turkilency era. He wants to be proposed banging deals. Yeah? He wants the 6 for 50. He wants the 3 for 20s. Yeah? He wants deals. He don't want, oh, Turkey, let me fight 4 bums to get fight ready at 36 years old. He ain't interested in that. Dillian. What's the other ones? Lamar. You're managing Dillian, yeah? Lamar Scott. A.K.A. Dean White. You pick the phone up and tell Turkey, we're going to promote the hell out of the Deontay Wilder fight. Pick the phone up to Deontay and say we want him bad. Say we got a left hook for him to hold. With his basketball player looking ass. And then you get on the social media and you sell it. I'm already sold. And I'm someone who I'm not really on Dillian Whyte like that, but that's a fight we're all going to be tuned into for sure. We want to see how finished Dillian Whyte is and or how finished Deontay Wilder is. Anyway, let me know for what people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%, all that about it. People, stop it.